This is UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and French President Emmanuel Macron posing for a family photo at the first France-UK summit in 5 years. They're discussing differences on a number of issues, including migration. Relations between the two countries have grown strained in the years following Britain's break with the European Union. And the CBC's Abby Kuwadasan is covering the story for us from London. So, Abby, the two leaders just had a news conference in Paris. What was discussed there?
Arthur, you know, this is not a small boat summit, but it's absolutely a major priority for the United Kingdom. And the two leaders have just announced a new deal where Britain would pay France £480 million over the next 3 years for security, technology, and intelligence in order to lower the number of asylum seekers crossing the English Channel. We know that last year, some 45,000 people crossed the Channel into the UK from France, and the Tory government here sees this as unacceptable, and Sunak has made it a top priority to stop these crossings altogether. Here's the British Prime Minister on some of the other elements of today's agreement.
And today we've taken our cooperation to an unprecedented level to tackle this shared challenge. We're announcing a new detention centre in northern France, a new command centre bringing our enforcement teams together in one place for the first time, and an extra 500 new officers patrolling French beaches, all underpinned by more drones and other surveillance technologies that will help ramp up the interception rate.
Now, because of Brexit, France has no legal obligation to take back any asylum seekers that leave its shores for Britain, and there is no new bilateral agreement as of right now. They were just asked in that press conference if any progress was made on that front, and Macron had this to say.
This is what we can do at the bilateral level. Second, this is not an agreement between UK and France, but an agreement between UK and the EU, because Dublin Agreement are no more in a situation to be implemented. So this is something now to be negotiated.
Now, today's deal, a significant monetary figure to be sure, but it's worth mentioning London has already paid Paris about £250 million in recent years to beef up security in northern France. But that has not stopped desperate people from countries including Afghanistan, Syria, and Sudan. And just this week, the UK announced a new policy, a controversial new policy, vowing to ban people who cross in small boats from applying for asylum altogether. Critics say Britain should make it possible for people to apply from their home countries because that would help alleviate these dangerous crossings, Arthi.
You know, Abby, off the top, we were saying that this is the first UK-France summit in 5 years. So tell us a little bit about how these leaders are trying to reconcile or reset ties.
Yeah, you know, Brexit certainly fractured ties between these two countries, and there's a sense in Paris that both Boris Johnson and Liz Truss were rather combative, perhaps to win favor domestically. But France does view current British Prime Minister Sunak as more amiable and willing to forge a stronger relationship with France and the European Union. Both countries do view this summit as an opportunity to reset those ties. Now, both leaders spoke about the need to cooperate. Sunak just saying a few moments ago that there's a special bond between the two countries, and when the security of the continent is threatened, they need to work together. And we know Russia's invasion of Ukraine has already pushed Britain and France together, Arthi.
Thanks for this, Abby. That is Abby Kuwadasan in London.